In this video, we're covering the surface area of a prism. So the surface area of a solid is the total area of all the faces of the solid. To find the surface area, you calculate the area of each face of the solid and then add them all together. So we're going to cover a couple of formulas to help you find the area of things that you should remember, but this is just a reminder. So we have the triangle, and the triangle can be found with a half times base times height, or a half AB sine C. If you have a rectangle or a square for that matter, the area is the width times the length. And then if you have a trapezoid, the area is H over 2, and then in brackets A plus B. And you can see on the trapezoid there what letter represents what side. So here we're going to do an example, and we're going to find the surface area for this prism. So sometimes it's helpful to label our faces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label this front, and then we would have the back. This can be side, and this can be top. Now, you could have labeled them 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So either way, as long as you're labeling them, I'm going to keep it as 1, 2, 3, but you could label them as words if that's better for you. Now, we want to calculate the area for each of these faces. So the reason we label it is it also helps us keep order and keep track of what we've calculated. So I'm going to say, let's find area 1. So that's going to find us the area for that front face, that 1 there. So the area of this face is 12 times 3. Now, I also need to think, are there any other faces that are the exact same as this one? So on the back side of this rectangle, this rectangular prism, 1 is repeated again. It's the exact same shape. So we're going to times it by 2 because there's the front and the back. Now, if you put that in a calculator, you'll get 72 meters squared. So we're going to do area 2 now. And in the same way we did area 1, we're looking at the top shape there. Now, I know this is going to be 12, and I know this is going to be 7. So we're going to have 12 times 7. But again, I want to look, are there any other faces that are the exact same? And we know that the bottom will be the exact same. So we're going to go times 2 again. And lastly, we'll do our third one, area 3. So that's going to be our 7 times our 3. And again, we're going to say we're going to times it by 2 because there's 2 sides. Not all surface areas will require you to have 2 sides that are mirrored. There are some shapes that won't, and it's important to just remember that you don't always have to times by 2. It's not a formula or a given. Make sure when you're doing it, you're knowing that there's going to be 2 faces that are the exact same. Alright, so now that we've got that, I know that my total area, or area T, is going to be area 1 plus area 2 plus area 3, that we've all calculated. So, we're going to have 72 plus 168 plus 42, and that comes out as 282 meters squared. So the surface area for this shape is 282 meters squared. So again, when you're finding the surface area, find the area of each face and then add them together at the end.